It's time for your Charlie Sheen-Anigans update with Chris and Amy in the morning. Let the crazy begin.
Well, there is only one thing in the world that could overshadow the fact that it is Justin Bieber's birthday, and that is Charlie Sheen is absolutely crazy. Warner Brothers has announced that they're going to pay the 2.5 Men crew for 4 of the 8 episodes that were canceled this season. And, of course, as usual, Charlie is taking full credit for it. He said, clearly my efforts are paying off. That's not where the craziness stops, though. Okay, so he was on both ABC's Good Morning America and NBC's Today Show. He will also be on 2020 Tonight. Anyway, the insanity, it comes fast and furious, and it's really hard to believe that Charlie is not up all night writing all this stuff down, because if he's just coming up with it on the spot, then he really is the genius that he claims to be.
All these radio rants have people thinking Charlie Sheen has got to be on drugs again.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I am on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen. It's not available because if you try it once, you will die. Your face will melt off, and your children will weep over your exploded body. Too much. So it's just I woke up and decided, I've been kicked around, I've been criticized, I've been like the aw shucks guy with like this bitchin' rock star life, and I'm just finally gonna completely embrace it, wrap both arms around it, and love it violently. And defend it violently through violent hatred.
Well, that's not all. He goes on and he continues to just ramble on about his drug use. And one of the things, I don't know, Parker, you had an opinion on it.
Here's the thing. If you take away the drugs and the crazy and all the wackadoo things that he's just doing and going through right now, he says things that almost make sense. They almost strike you as complete genius. Check this out.
Are you worried you're going to relapse?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not going to. Period. The end.
But how do you
I blinked and I cured my brain. That's how. Everybody has the powers because everybody, can't is the cancer of happen. Can't is the cancer of happen. I can't do it. The Nike slogan doesn't say just try it. Oh, okay. Just try it. No, just do it, man.
And that's how crazy goes.
Well, Charlie Sheen also hit TMZ in his media blitz yesterday. Actually, this interview took place in Charlie's backyard. And at one point, Charlie was asked where his twin boys, who will be 2 next month, where they were living. He pointed to the house and said, quote, they're in there somewhere. Which is not true. Brooke Mueller is completely MIA right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, now, this is not surprising. Charlie Sheen's publicist, Stan Rosenfeld, just up and quit on him yesterday.
So he's left, too. I mean, this guy's just left by himself.
He's gone. Now, remember, he will be on 2020 Tonight at 9 p.m.
Okay.
Check it out. It's going to be nuts.
Last night, tonight, and a whole lot of crazy tomorrow morning.
Chris and Amy at 411-987. Keyword CA.
More Sheen-Anigans on the way.
Oh, good gravy. This guy. Ugh.
Here's my question. I've never really been into the show.
My husband is.
And to hear one of the reports, I don't remember if it was yesterday or today, that you had given us from Charlie Sheen, and it was where he had said that he just thought the show was, or his words, I forget. He basically thought the show was a lump of crap.
He said it was a puke fest.
Puke fest, that's what it was.
Yeah,
okay.
This was yesterday, in yesterday's dish. You can go reread that, 987thepeak.com. And he also said that he deserves $3 million. $3
million because of all the mental anguish, is what he said.
Yes, he's been stressed out, apparently.
It made me happy to hear that he agreed with my vision of the show. It was a puke fest. But here's the thing. So the rumors are that John Stamos would replace him. But I want to know, obviously, it's a very highly rated show. I get it. Okay.
I love it.
If you watch the show, does Charlie Sheen do all of these antics? Do they deter you from watching it, or would you like to see somebody else on it?
Well, I don't think anybody else on it is going to make a difference. I mean, the show was Charlie Sheen.
Right. So do you think that John Stamos could do it? That's what I want to know.
I don't think so. I love John Stamos, but I don't think that he can fill those shoes. Those are big shoes to fill. My whole thing with this is someone needs to go to the Bahamas and get him help. period.
Yeah, and it's not jail time. This is the thing. It's not jail time. It's mental. It's. I think he needs to be committed, dude.
I do too. He's nuts.
He really does. Here he's commenting on the Jen Stamos thing. He was on Piers Morgan last night.
Yes.
Check this out.
But then I start hearing stories about they're going to hire John Stamos. It's like, you guys do that, you deserve everything that happens later, you know. Sorry, John, you're a lovely man, but you got on me on Howard Stern, bro, and I don't forget anything, you know. Now, with that said and done, all the hoopla, he says he'd actually like to still keep doing the show. And why wouldn't you? I mean, even at the minimum of $2 million an episode, of course you would.
Is your game plan to actually end up getting your job back?
Well, I would love that, yeah. I mean, I signed a deal for 2 years.
So you said earlier in the interview, Charlie, that you were bored with it. This is one of the problems that you had.
Right, there was a redundancy factor to it, but that doesn't matter. That was an old brain. I got a new brain. You know, I have a 10,000-year-old brain and the boogers of a 7-year-old. That's how I describe myself, you know.
So since you've been clean, in your head, have you thought, something I've nearly lost here?
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the great jobs in television.
Yes, pick it back up, suit up, boot up, and let's get this thing back on the air.
And do you have it in you to be disciplined enough now?
Absolutely.
To not fall by the wayside?
I'll be waiting on them.
And what's John Cryer going to do?
I don't know. He's going to go cry. Here's my thing, though. Let me ask you this. Okay, I know a lot of people, it may deter them from watching if he's not on the show. What if he comes back? What if he comes back on the show? Are you going to watch it then, or are you going to take a stand and say, I'm not going to watch this because him getting this big, huge paycheck has caused his downfall?
This show, should he come back on, and he will.
He will.
They're going to work something out, I guarantee it.
Yep.
Will have the biggest ratings of almost any show in television history.
Yes.
If this happens. Mark my words on this. Right. Soon as he's back on with this show, that first episode will be huge.
It will be huge, but will you support him in his habit? I love Charlie Sheen. I want him to get help. I will not support it.
We got Ellen. You like Charlie Sheen?
Yes, I do.
Now, what do you like about it? Because he's gone off the deep end.
He's funny.
Right now, he's funny, Ellen.
Yes.
Ellen, do you not agree that he needs help?
Well, he does need help.
Okay.
But even with all his problems, he makes the show.
Well, of course he makes the show, and I agree that he's funny, but you have to agree that what he's doing right now is a little crazy, and you have to remember, he's got 4 children.
Can I propose something real quick?
Oh, no, he does need help.
Yes.
Let me propose something, you guys. Here's what I think they should do.
Okay.
Bring him back on the show. Don't send him to rehab. Don't send him to a... No, hear me out. Don't send him to a mental hospital. Give everybody else a script except Charlie Sheen.
Ellen, that'd be funny, wouldn't it?
And let him just go to town.
Would
that not be awesome?
Ellen dropped off the phone, but Ellen, Ellen and I both agree that he is funny on the show, and I think that would be hilarious.
Wouldn't that be funny?
You know what? Let's get a hold of somebody.
This means horrible. Yeah, don't give him help. Give him a job amusing us.
But here's what we could do: is maybe do it for just one show.
Right.
Maybe tape 2, so we could have 2.
Sure.
One in the hopper. Go and take him straight from the set to go get some help.
The before and after. This is your show on drugs.
Oh.
This is your show not on drugs.
Love it.
There you go, kids. Stuff that one in.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning. I'm by winning. Put down your sword and come join the winners. I win here and I win there. I'm going to win at every moment. They will sell me and then they will lose. And they will lose the rest of their lives.
Michelle, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. I'm about ready to sue him for the mental anguish of hearing a rich, spoiled kid whine. John Stamos has kind of cleaned up his act and what have you. I just think if he goes to the show, it's like tainted. The show is like tainted now.
Oh, it's cursed almost.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, cursed is so strong.
Okay, but it's tainted. All right. It smells of rotten tuna fish.
Yeah. Kind of like my ex-husband.
What was her name?
Stop it.
Come on now.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning. I'm by winning. Put down your sword and come join the winners. I win here and I win there. I'm going to win at every moment. They will sell me and then they will lose. And they will lose the rest of their lives. Winning. It's like winning is not an option.
Good morning. Sorry about the wait on that, Beth. How you doing?
Good. I'm great.
Beth, tried and true. Stand by your man.
Absolutely. I can't believe you don't like that show.
I can't stand it.
I think it is one of the most brilliant shows out there. My husband and I crack up every time we watch it. We can't believe what they get away with, that the censors don't, come down hard on them. And I have to admit, I think he's brilliant. And yes, he is off the deep end now, and he's kind of the megalomaniac, but he is brilliant. He makes the show. There is nobody else that could replace him. And I do like John Stamos, but it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, Beth, I'm with you. It's going to be a completely different show. It's not going to be the same show. Charlie is the show.
It definitely is.
I will give you guys this. I will agree with you on this. But here's my thing. Because the show is a cornball piece of turd.
Oh, stop it.
If you're going to do it, do it. Okay, because Charlie Sheen plays himself, right?
Absolutely.
Right? Okay, so he plays himself. So if you're going to let him play himself, let him play himself. Let him show up cracked out of his skull. Let him just go off on these gibberish nonsense rants. I mean, really let him go at it. And then, you know what? I'll watch the show.
Because, it's true, because we watch it and we say, this is totally self-deprecating humor.
Yeah.
He is so much playing himself. In certain instances, you say, I can see him, doing that in his own, personal life.
I want to know how it's affecting his family.
Oh, can you imagine his children?
Well, of course, his kids, obviously, the immediate. But what about his dad?
Oh, Martin and Emilio. And
yeah, what about
brother.
Emilio?
I know, their other brother. This has got to be awful to watch this.
Well, who's their other brother, Chuck?
No, I don't.
Bob?
I don't remember his name. He's an Estevez as well. He didn't change his name.
He kept true to his roots.
Yep.